bit after 6 in the morning here in the Mountain West. Want to everybody who's up early. Or maybe you're not up early. Maybe this is midday or even evening where you live. But good to have you. We're in Omaha, Kepley Field. This is Vertical Sims rendition of Omaha, released here just a couple of months ago, actually. A wonderful scenery. We're at the Midwest Air FBO, and we're going to fly today down to a little spot in Kansas called Oxford, 55 Kilo. We're in the Carenado PA-31 Navajo, which is a plane I just picked up on the Carenado sale, which is still going, by the way, in case you're interested. And I was looking to grab the piston version, basically, of the. Man, oh boy, now I'm getting a sim freeze. This is not good. It'll be okay. We'll let that. Oh man, nope. This is oh, uh-oh. Yeah, well, hey, I tell you what. It's happened. I kind of left my computer on all night last night, so I'm a little bit worried that maybe I'm gonna have some issues because I said I didn't restart like I normally do. But I thought I'd be okay. We'll find out. Find out. Oh, we'll let this boot up, and while we do that, let me hop you over here to screen. We'll show you what we have. I can the right button there. There we go. So it was a while ago. We had a Bush League backcountry fly-in. I don't remember, but it started up here around the Wichita area, which is right up in here somewhere, and we flew down. Zoom in here. There's Kansas City, Manhattan, Salina. Well, regardless. Flew down the Arkansas River. And man, it's been so long since I've been here. But anyway, it was just an incredible flight. It had, I mean, hundreds of miles of the Arkansas River that Downwind Sim went in and cleaned up and put sandbar landings in, and man, it was a lot of fun. But anyway, one of the little detour spots was Oxford, and I made a quick little version of that for the flight. It was a spot where we could stop and take a little break. And then I actually went in later on. I put some fields in there, some crops that you could crop dust in there. And so anyway, we're going to return there. That's just a little backstory. Hey, Mosim, good morning. But here's going to be our low world route. We're going to depart on the Cattle 3 departure. Yeah, we're gonna depart Cattle 3 down here to Pawnee. We're gonna hop on. Actually, we're not gonna hop on an airway. We're gonna go direct Manhattan, and then we're gonna go over here to Wichita, and then we're gonna go from Wichita in to Oxford, and we're gonna. This has the GTN 750 in it, which is awesome, but but we're also going to try to use some radio navigation here today, and I just kind of want to see how this handles that. Um, Soundtrack 78, good morning. Great to see you guys. And point 34, Shogun, guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, mein, oh, mein, mein Freund. Mein Freund. I'm used to my mom saying guten Morgen in Schatz. Great to see you guys. All right, well that's it. We're restarted here. Let's see how we do. Um, Go ahead and get the static elements off, and let's adjust the volume here. Yeah, that should be good. And by the way, that's like all the German I know. I know about as much German as I know Spanish. Let's make sure that we have fuel. And is it quiet and peaceful here this morning? Holy moly. All right, awesome. I think we're ready to go. Want to join me again? I'm at Omaha, and flying 55 kilo. And it'll take me a minute or two to get things fired up, so you're welcome to hop in. Sound like a pretty good Swiss accent. Yeah, I speak Swedish German. That's right. That's right. Guys are awesome. Good morning. Let's do this, guys. Oh, I'm gonna need a little aviation flashlight here, aren't I? Should get a really nice. Everything here is off. Anti-collision is on for some reason. Yeah, actually, that default's on, which I'm okay with that. Veto, all that's off. Fuel pumps are off. Mags are all off. And oh, you're here at Omaha for the Great Lakes tour? Very cool, very cool. Oh, that would have been a good plane to fly. That would have been a really good plane to fly. Tell you what, maybe we'll fly the Navajo down to Oxford, and then we'll hop in that Beach 1900. That would have been a great idea. Great. Also, I forgot to change my throttle. It's out. Give me just a second here to do that. Yeah, I'm not very organized this morning for some reason. I don't know. I went to bed early last night and got tons of sleep. I think I'm just, how you get on vacation that first weekend where like you just mentally just like unload every bag in your brain. I mean, all that work stuff just like goes away, and then you realize like how mentally worn out you are, and it takes like 2 days before you can think straight because it's like your whole brain's doing like this reboot, this hard drive reboot. I think that's where I'm at. So I don't have everything ready to go like I normally do, but that's okay. All right, parking brake is hard to see, but it's verified set. It's pulled out. You can barely see it. Gears down, and you just loaded up the JS32 a minute ago, so you might have broken your whole sim. JS32, what is that? Oh, the Jetstream. Oh, that's right. You were wrestling with the Jetstream a little bit early on. I remember. Why would you go Jetstream when you've got that Beach 1900? No, just kidding. I have it. It deleted your Volanta? What? Holy moly. Yeah, I remember picking that up a while ago when it was on sale, thinking it was pretty cool, which it does. But EXE is gone. Oh my gosh. That is crazy, my dude. All right. Fuel selectors. Holy moly, that's hard. I can't hardly see. Inboard. Inboard. Yep. Where they're supposed to be. Um, and passenger signs. And put those on. They shouldn't be chiming because we have no power to the aircraft yet. So that's really odd. Now we will. Master switch is coming on. You can hear the battery starting to, gyro starting to whir up a little bit here. Crock the throttle. Crack the throttle. We're going to push that prop lever full forward. And we're going to go mixture full forward here as well. Making sure everything is working correctly. Start with number 2. Up here. L. Got fuel pressure. Yeah, we do. And this is a little bit out of sequence, but mag's coming on. And there we go. A little out of sequence in. I think what you do in the real plane is you actually start to crank the starter, and then when it starts to light, then you bring the throttle or the mixture quadrant forward. But I can't. It's hard for me to do that because I got my right hand that's working the mouse and clicking the buttons, but also my throttle is on that right side. So I cheat a little bit. I put the mixture full forward. Okay. Prop lever, mixture full forward, and pump, verify fuel flow. It's good. Again, at this point, you normally would go back to mixture cutoff. Yeah, we could. Let's try this. Let's do this. Let's see if we can make it happen here. Mag's coming on with my left hand now. This is scary. Click the there we go. Starter. Yeah, I guess you could make it work. But it's not quite that deeply modeled, so I like a quiet and chill morning. The atmosphere of peace before the sun comes. No doubt about it. Soundtrack 78. Absolutely no question about it. Waking up slow. Something warm to drink. Something sweet to eat. Nice aerial plane to fly. Looks like that's a little bit loud. Let me know if you can hear that okay. Alright, we've got engine start. Let's get the alternator switches on. This is something I missed on the first time I flew this plane, and I was like, this plane's broken. Can't get my taxi lights and landing lights to work. Well, it wasn't broken. It was just me not knowing what I was doing. So that is an important step. Okay, booster pumps can come off now. And Everything else I think is okay for what we're doing so far. There is a floodlight somewhere, but for the life of me, oh, maybe that's it. Gives you, just give you a little bit of light back this direction. I don't know. I can't find the floodlight on this thing. Master avionics switch coming on. Give our passengers some heat and defrost. What else goes on down here? Cabin air coming on, cockpit air coming on. We're going to go up to 12,000 feet today, so I want to make sure everybody is nice and warm. All right, Brian Kabisky, good morning to you as well. I'm going to fly from Omaha to Oxford, Kansas to start 55 kilo. And we're here in the Carenado PA-31 Navajo. And we're just kind of letting the plane warm up a little bit so far. It takes a while. Look at my oil temperatures. Cylinder head temps super low right now. Let's close the cowls here. And see if that'll help us warm up a little bit. Won't go totally closed. I think that's a little bit of an adjustment. Pull the mixture back also, which will help warm it up a little bit, but you want to let it try to warm up a little bit here. It's a chilly day, as you might guess, here in Nebraska. Now we can get a couple more things going here as well. Again, this doesn't do a whole lot, but it does show TCAS, it does show traffic. Put the transponder 2000, we'll turn it on, and I think we gotta go 2280 at this point. Yep, there we go. All right, the beautiful GTN 750. Absolutely love this little piece of equipment. Cattle 3, and oh man, let's pull up some information here, some METAR information. All right, this was from Vancouver yesterday. Let's go ahead and do a search for Omaha. By the way, if you don't use this tool, this is METAR-TAF.com. It is just an incredible tool, especially for these fields that don't have ATC and you're kind of wondering where do I go and all this. So currently we're VFR here. It's a clear morning. Winds are 160 at Niner, 10 miles of visibility, and no clouds. Altimeter 3030. It looks like for us it's going to be a runway 14 right departure, but again it's not a 9 knots. That's pretty significant. And the temperature right now, yeah, just a chilly. Oh, sorry, that's the wind. Sorry. Where does it give me? I thought it also gave me temperature. Not remembering where it's at now, but anyway, I mean it's a good little tool in case you don't have like a active sky or something like that. I mean there's several of them, right? But I do like this one. DCM 260. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Okay, so we have 1-4 right plugged in. We are going to load that departure, and then we're going to jump in here, grab a couple of waypoints. Pawnee. And oh, wait a second, we were going to fly this. We were going to fly this slant alpha, weren't we? All right, so you know what? We'll do this. We'll go Pawnee City, go Manhattan, just MHK, Kilo, Manhattan, and from Manhattan we hop on the Victor just for a little bit, Victor 261, until Wichita. And we'll load that, and then our final destination here is Oxford 55 Kilo. Okay, and yeah, we got you, man. So we'll have that loaded, and but we won't use it. We'll leave it on VLOC, and we will use our nav to guide us. So the very first DOR we're going to use is Omaha 16.3. We're going to track outbound on that on a, looks like a 192. Boom, boom, boom. 192. And then we're going to be picking up the Pawnee City, which is 112.4. Directly after that. So we'll have that set in the standby, and then we'll also come over here and set it in AV2 just to see. I think that here's the thing. Now that I look at this, I don't think I have a DME. So this actually would not be flown slant alpha, it'd be flown slant not slant Zulu, slant yeah, maybe I'm not going to do that then. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to do that. Oh, wait a second, there's my DME. I'm okay. Can I change if, oh, it won't let me change that. Okay, well, we'll track this and see how well it works. I haven't tried this yet, so that's kind of what I'm messing with. But anyway, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. If we don't like it, we'll just pop back on the GPS. Is it a real fireplace? It's a gas insert. Yeah, gas insert. Upstairs, yep, -8. I'm gonna have to go get another cup of tea, though. I tell you that. All right, let's check and see how we're doing here. Yeah, we're getting a little bit better. Yellow range. I think that's probably gonna work for us. We have a gas Ben Franklin stove at the first house and a natural fireplace. Yeah, we've had both, and of course, there's nothing like a real fireplace. But I've really enjoyed the gas inserts because it's just so much cleaner, and it's just like literally, turn up the thermostat and they turn on. So it's kind of hard to beat that. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. 3030. Let's just a couple more things here to set. Altimeter 3030. All right, that looks good. And want us to go to 14 right. I think we're gonna go 14 left. 14 left is on our side of the. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna take runway 18. That's even closer to where we're at. And yeah, we're facing that direction. I think we just have to go forward here to, I think we got Lima 3. Take us out here to Lima and around the horn. Ready to go. Parking brake is off. Test the brakes, working good. Flight control surfaces. Alright, everything appears to be going like it should. And away we go. This is a fantastic scenery, by the way, if you are looking for something here in Omaha area. This is the kind of scenery that vertical sim really is really gaining a reputation of doing amazing work. This type of kind of regional, municipal, it just gives you like so many options to fly. I love it. You're a GA person. No one coming that way. I'm less sure where I'm at now. I'm hoping this is Lima. Come up here and find out. Yeah, there we go. Lima coming up here. Chow, he's got, like, just in this area alone, Cedar Rapids, which is, you know, about an hour to the east. This one, he's got now Boise, which is just a little farther to the west. He's got Shreveport. No, not Shreveport. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm gonna draw a blank. Well, he's got New Orleans down there in the Louisiana area. Then he's got one airport down in Texas too. But anyway, they're just like, all of a sudden you just have all these nice little regional options you can fly your Piper Navajo into and out of, and really been a great developer in that regard. I don't yet have his Boise. I need to pick that up. I'm still just not quite. You know how the dollar bill stretches a little bit here and there, but that'll be in my library here at some point. Oh no, my junior first officer bot has the wrong announcement here. Uh-oh. I'll have to update that. 0.34 managed to load up the 1900. All right, very cool, very cool. Yeah, you'll catch me. This thing, it's pretty fast. I mean, like it's probably does close to 200 across the ground. Cruises at about 160. So it's pretty fast, but it's not Beach 1900 fast. We're gonna buzz those farmers down there in Kansas. Fun. Plus, I still have to do. In fact, I think I'll do that right here. Do a quick run up. All right, let's get the brakes set, and let's go ahead and run this thing up. $1,500. Initially, quick scan of the gauges. There, it's looking good. Here is getting there. We're still a little cool on the oil temperature, but I think once we get in the air, we'll be fine. We've got good pressure, though. That's the main thing. When that oil is cold like that, sometimes you get a high pressure on the oil, and that's not good. So I think we've warmed it up sufficiently. Probably, it's one of those deals that the guy could probably let it warm up for a good 15-20 minutes, honestly. But yeah, we won't worry about doing that. Yeah, everything looks good there. Let's do a feather check of the propellers. Number 2. Got RPM drop, slight manifold rise, and looks good for number 2. Let the propellers recover. On number 1. Back. RPM drop, manifold rise. Let it recover. These are, there we go. Now it's coming back. Good, good. Make it up to 2300. And everything is looking fine. Instruments.
Omaha traffic, Lake City 1984, taxi in Alpha to runway 14 right, Omaha.
Nice. Nice. Tank drop. Just a little tiny bit. Alright, that looks good. And back down to idle. Man, that torque effect is awesome. That's really cool. Just give me one moment here. All right, I think we're good. We've got traffic coming to join us here, but I think we're clear and we can get this party started. Extra props full forward. Get ourselves ready to go. So this, by the way, again, if you are looking for a fun little Carenado plane, this is a great one. This one in the Cheyenne. The Cheyenne is basically the same plane, only it's the turbine version. So the PA-31 and the PA-31T, both are just right behind the Beech 1900 as far as my favorite Carenado airplanes. I would also highly recommend the PC-12, and I actually really like the Carenado Falcon, and I like the Saab also. So there's still some pretty good options, and they're all on sale again till the end of the month. If you wanted to add a Carenado airplane to your mix. Ooh, I did not do. Need to do at this point. Cycle the flaps all the way through and make sure they're working. Fully extended. Fully retracted. And set for takeoff. Omaha traffic. Navajo 11816 is departing runway 18. Be a straight out departure. Omaha traffic.
Good morning, Navajo.
And good morning to you.
Not too many people fly out of here. Nice to see somebody.
I love this place.
Yeah, me too.
All right, you guys. Final is clear. Runway is clear. Let's get some lights on. Landing lights. The all those are on. Pitot and windshield heater coming on. Passenger signs are on. We're about ready to go. Am I on VATSIM? Yep, I'm on VATSIM. Starting to get beautiful sunrise. This is the ultimate time, I think, to fly. Right here at dawn, man, I love it. You're looking for 83. Coming forward, RPMs 24, 475. Good manifold pressure, good fuel flow. 70, 80, and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. We'll just fly runway heading until we intercept that radial outbound.
And Omaha area traffic, this is Delta 5817. We're going to be pushing back from the gate and heading over to the runway for departure.
Have a good flight there, Captain.
You too, sir.
Anyone close on 2280 Starwolf? Close to, can anyone else hear that? Yeah. Hopefully you guys all heard that. Good morning, by the way, Starwolf. Great to see you.
Omaha traffic, Wake Clear, 1984, departing runway 14, right, be northeast bound. Omaha.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, another Omaha flyer. Right on.
We're going to pull the RPMs back to 24. We're going to come up here to about 39 on the manifold pressure. Climbing out. Maybe a little quick on the climb out, but that's okay. And everything looking great. Temps are starting to come up to be right where they need to be. See you later, Omaha. And I think I filed 12,000, so we'll just keep it nice and steady here. Take us a minute to intercept this Omaha VOR. Whoa, hey, hello. As you can see, it's 8 miles. We still have eight to run, and then we'll intercept this outbound localizer, this outbound radial, I mean, and be on our way. That'll be on the Victor 307. So it'll take us, like I say, just a little bit here. Might be close to top of climb by the time we're there on that airway, but very cool, very cool. I want to do a little something here. Does not intercept. I mean, it does not make a smooth transition from non-autopilot to autopilot, by the way, just so you know. Right, quick check. I'm going to autopilot because I need to type something up here real fast, and then I'll be back. You got the what? 0.34? Oh my goodness. What in the world, my dude? I'm sorry to hear that, Tim. That's awful. Time to delete that jet stream, I think. All right, on our way up, doing good here, and I was going to. Yeah, if it affected you to the point where, like, it was getting rid of.
And Omaha area traffic's Delta 5817. We're going to be taxiing to runway 14 right for departure to the southeast. Omaha.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know for sure what booted Volanta, so but that's you're right. If that's getting straight up into virus territory. I hope that's not the case, man. That would royally stink. All right, so we're up through 900,000, climbing a little bit over the blue line, which is fine. Although I think what we'll do is this: a nudge down. We go about 1,000 feet a minute on the climb. That way we don't work things too hard here. All right, now our temps into the green. Got good fuel pressure and temperature. One more thing to type out here, and I'll be back, ready to go. Okay, away we go. And this appears to be, well, I'm going to leave it on autopilot here just until we grab this initial localizer. I just want to make sure everything works. This is, again, one of the things that I haven't really tested in this plane to this point here. And it's fun to fly with the GPS, obviously, but it's also fun to fly it slat alpha. Kind of test yourself and stay current with that stuff. But the other reason why I'm going to keep it on autopilot here is because as soon as I get to 12, which is coming right up here, let's mellow this out just a little bit. Yes, I'm going to go get myself another cup of tea. All right, there's 12. Gauge the altitude, hold. It's leveling out like it should, which is awesome. The other thing I didn't do through 12,000 is we need to turn the taxi and landing lights off, and we will check our checklist. 39.5 and 24 on the climb, and then we can lean out here as well. So I think what we'll do is 24 and 34 on the cruise. Then we will out here since we're at 12,000. Watch those temperatures, watch the EGT rise. Gotta find that peak value. right about there. Yep, that's starting to drop now. Okay, and then we'll just come forward and we'll run this to peak. Go. Pretty well as fuel efficient as we can be and getting as much power as we're going to get. And I think we're ready to roll. So, all right, give me 1 second here out of the cockpit. Actually, maybe I'll hang tight here because we should be intercepting that outbound here shortly, guys. I would think 116.30. That's Omaha. That's what I have put in. Yeah, I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss that turn. So I'll hang on. It does look like it's maybe in motion now. There we go. We'll get on the outbound, and this is a 62-mile leg, so we'll have a little time to go grab another cup of tea, as it were. It's a breakfast stream without a little tea. Boy, it's a clear, crisp morning here. Awesome. All right, just about have our radial. Let's engage the nav. Let's just make sure that's working. It does appear to be working. I mean, I'm not surprised because I have shot some ILS approaches in this thing already, so I do know that does work. But tell you just run it for real in a VOR to VOR navigational setting. You just never quite know. Carenado, though, for all their shortcomings, they do a pretty good job with that navigational instruments. All right, I'm going to step away for just 1 second, and I will back. Let me see what kind of view I'll give you that view right there, and I'm gonna go get some more tea and talk to you in a minute. I am not moving very quickly this morning, I'm noticing. I have no idea what that little overhead light does. It must give just a little bit of flood lighting to like the pedestal area, perhaps. Because I do know that these lights back here, they work. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, probably just get you some light straight down here, like maybe on the fuel selectors. All right, how are we doing, by the way? 32.33 miles. Gotta come back here, check. This is a 62-mile leg between Omaha and Pawnee, so we can we'll flip it here roughly halfway. Which technically was 2 miles ago. So let's do that. Let's real quick hop back into heading mode. Switch our frequencies. We should be coming in on a 015. So that's going to be pretty close to where we're at right now, my friends. Be a slight correction here. It's Manhattan after that, which is 110.2. Get set and ready. And yeah, that looks to be working correctly. We'll just track this guy inbound, and once we get to Pawnee City, I just take it back over and hand fly it for a little bit. It's really a fun plane to fly, very stable and fairly easy to trim. Good fixins. Oh man, you are incorrigible, my friend. And DCM 260. Oh, a warm drink on a cool morning. Hey, hello. Now all of a sudden this is oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. This is number 2 down here, isn't it? It's tracking, I think. Oh, I don't have it set. Hold on. $10.20. Let's set that in number 2, and just in case we had to use it. Yeah, it's not. We're too far away now, I guess, but that's all right. Good fixins, by the way, is I think the one that first let me know about the Cheyenne, the turbo version of this, the turbine turbo. Is it turboprop? Turbo, oh my gosh, turbine, I don't know. Anyway, the Cheyenne, which is just a really fun, fast plane. This plane here is no slouch. I mean, again, we're doing a $170 and probably close to 200 over the ground, you know. So it gets you from point A to point B. But that Cheyenne can go. Appreciate the recommendation back in the day there, my friend. And I actually bought the Cheyenne because I was looking for something close to my beloved Beech Duke 60 that I used to fly in P3D. And I know X-Plane has a Beech Duke 60, but from what I understand, it's pretty sketch. So Panda Jim, good morning. Toaster. This thing has everything. You might have a toaster somewhere. Does not have a place to hold your beverage though. Yeah, a guy could haul quite a bit of stuff. Probably put another row of seats back there too if you needed to. Yeah, pretty amazing little plane. Would be a lot of fun to have one in real life. That is right, Panda Jim. It is a breakfast stream. Toast is nice for breakfast. I do recommend. A warm drink and some sweet bread on a breakfast stream. Alright, we're going to go ahead and fly this. Make a little correction. Keep it trimmed out here. We'll make our track a little bit wiggly, but that's okay. I just wanted to climb. Really wanted to climb. Here I am telling you guys how nice it is, how easily it trims out. First thing I do is climb 250 feet. Yes, ATC, I'd like to request a block altitude of 12,000 to 18,000 if I could. Sir, you're a Navajo. That's right. DCM is a fan of the toast. Toast is it's a must, a breakfast stream must. Just consistently I'm wanting to climb, so. Seven miles to run, and we will be outbound on us 194. Alright, this is Pawnee City up 112.41. We'll be outbound 194. Make that little bit of an adjustment there. We're pretty close to that right now, to be totally honest. It's not really going to be much of an adjustment. There we go. Now we're back on that radio. Come on back around here, track it a little bit more closely. Of course, it's going to be kind of wiggly right now because we're close enough to the VOR. We're 4 miles from the VOR, so it's super sensitive. There is our Pawnee City Airport. I have actually landed at Pawnee City. No, Ponca City. Sorry. Ponca City. Our flight one time had to divert. We were heading to Oklahoma City. We had to divert due to weather. And we ended up at Ponca City, which is a little north of Oklahoma City. Only had to hang out for a little while, but the Ponca City Airport's one of those airports that has, like you've seen planes, trains, and automobiles, right? It has like one rental car, and the town has one motel, and so we were definitely happy when told that we could get rocking and rolling again. Yep. All right, so we're in the cone of confusion right now. We'll let that center back up. We'll just kind of try to stay on it here best we can. It appears 12,170 feet is going to be my new cruise altitude. But that's going to have to work because that's the best I can do. That's where it's wanting to trim right now for this power setting. So nudge the throttles back just ever so slightly to see if I can convince it to go down 100 feet or so. Stay tuned. Oh boy, that's good. That is good. No snow where I live just yet. I mean, we've had a few little light snowstorms, but nothing on the ground really. But it has been a chilly couple of days. Like we haven't been above freezing for I think the last maybe 3 days. So let's put a little bit of a bug in the works there. Trying to get regular things done. All right, so here's Pawnee City. We're past it, 67 miles on a 194 heading. Let's see if we can get that squared away. It's just about where we're at, you guys. 194. Honestly, that's just about where we're at. Just gonna stay with it here. And then at about 33 past, so we'll flip it over. Back inbound. Manhattan, and then from Manhattan we have one more VOR to chase. That's down to Wichita. Stop looking away. I can't fly straight and level when I look away for some reason. And then from Wichita we just we're 37 miles from the airport, so we'll just begin our approach there at Wichita. All those temps and pressures are looking really good. That slight throttle reduction there has landed me a little closer to 12,000. Just ever so gently nudge the trim wheel back to nose up, and it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna kind of yo-yo a little bit here, but if you can keep it from being too dramatic, like that's about 700 feet up, and then it'll start to come back down, and it kind of does that as you go. It's sort of up and down a little bit, and then pretty soon it kind of finds its trim, and you can let it go from there. Whoa, there's a wind update, so that may have screwed everything up. Yep, look at the nose coming down. All right, so now we repeat the process. If it's only going to go down by about 900 feet a minute, I think I'm going to let it self-correct. Let's just see where it's at. The art of trimming an airplane, I think, is really interesting. To watch those guys in real life do it, it's very cool. Hey, we've got a new friend watching here. The pilot that was on the ground at Omaha, Delta 5817, is tuning in. Feel free to say hello to everybody, and everybody welcome in Delta 5817. It was really cool. It's always half surprising to hear somebody at a little airport like Omaha, especially at 6 in the morning. But it's also really.
I request a cone of silence.
It's also really it's also comforting and really cool. So, Vixie, that is a good question. Generally speaking, yes, they are open at this time of year. So I would say probably that they have at least some of the mountain open. I know the mountains have been getting a little bit of snow, but I think we're only at like our basin is only at about 66% moisture level. So I'm not sure what the Tetons are like, but I would highly guess that, or I would highly suspect that they're operational. They may not have every lift open and every run open just yet, but I bet they're going. So yeah, so if you're just joining for the first time, I know we get some different folks that join on the breakfast stream. Welcome, first of all. Skull. Good morning. My name is Brant, and welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. Stream normally Tuesdays and Saturdays in the evenings, about 1:00 Zulu, 6 p.m. Mountain Time is where I live, and we do a mix. It's general aviation and vintage airliners, and every once in a while we'll sneak in, like a Q400, a turboprop, or maybe a Phenom 300. I also have a CRJ 700 that I fly. So there's a few miscellaneous planes that make their way into the rotation. But yeah, it's the idea is to try to give a different airplane every time we fly, just to give variety and just have a lot of fun while we're doing that. I'm blessed to have really a tremendous group of guys that I hang out with, guys and gals, I should say, folks, and that's the best part of my channel is the people that are in the chat right now and the people that are connecting with me on a daily basis over on the Discord. So, yeah, Brian, that does look nice. That enhanced skyscapes is really what X-Plane has needed for some time, and it is way more than just the clouds. It is stuff like this. It's the stuff that I used to get with my environmental plugin that I had in P3D, where it gives you nice, like, realistic haze and a realistic, color scheme for the sunrise. The sunset still maybe a little overdone. I mean, like every sunset that has clouds, it's like that dramatic red, but still, as a whole, that's been a really nice update. I heard somebody said it was on sale. Might be done, but even at full price, I think it's $15. So I would definitely recommend it if you're looking to up your environmental game, the look of the sim. Basically, it has no effect on weather, obviously, just the look. So it's not quite X-Enviro, but it works well with Active Sky, which is what I have. Although you did see a pretty dramatic and abrupt, like, weather update there just a couple of minutes ago, which that's not good. .34, oh yeah, .34 was the other guy. Sorry, my broken unmanned plane was on your runway when your computer crashed. Yeah. So yeah, people new to the channel, that's what we enjoy doing, is hopping on, and it's common to have a couple, 2 or 3 guys fly along. And we do a little bit of this over in Microsoft Flight Sim as well. So, if you're an MSFS player and you enjoy simming over there, it's definitely something else that we do. And trying to think here. Don't know that I have another Microsoft Flight Sim stream on the schedule for December, but I have a couple of days coming up next week that may slip a bonus stream in. You guys might be sick and tired of me by the time my Christmas break is over. I'm just saying. Hey, look at us trimmed out at 120. Yeah, go Navajo. Okay, there's 31.2. We're just about ready to switch over and track inbound to Wichita. Whoa, hey, hello. I take that back to Manhattan. So let's go ahead. We'll do that right now. N2. Oops. I need to learn how to use the device there. Okay, slight little correction. No biggie. So I did have a little bit of an end of year review last night, by the way, and I talked a little bit about my favorite planes of 2021, favorite new planes, I should say, of 2021. This plane made the honorable mention list, but only because I picked it up very, very recently. And it's not a new plane, but I just hadn't had a chance to grab it. But excuse me. But the recent Carenado sale allowed me to pick it up. So while it's not one of my top 3 favorite planes of the year, it did grab honorable mention. What I found interesting about my list this year, though, was for the first time ever, I did not have a GA aircraft in my top 3. My top 3 were the AnyBuilds A300, the Phenom, Aerobasque Phenom 300, and the Just Flight BAE 146. So two jet airliners essentially, and a BizJet. First time ever I haven't had a general aviation plane that was in my top 3. Now part of that is because I've been able to, over the years, kind of collect all the GA aircraft that I really could ever need and more. And so that was, while I did pick up a few GA planes like this one, I didn't, I really didn't have a need to grab any. There weren't any GA aircraft that were really up there at the top of my must-get list. There's Wildman 5817. I've got to imagine that probably is a relation to our friend at Omaha, Delta 5817. But welcome, sir. Great to have you. And figuring out all this Twitch stuff. Yeah, we'll get you there. We'll get you there. This is the Twitch channel for you if you're new, because I'm still pretty new at it myself. So that voice you heard is my grandson. He does a lot of voiceover work for me, and he doesn't. He lived with me for most of his first 3 years on this earth, and has since moved a little bit farther away, so I don't get to see him very often. So it's really nice to hear his voice come up on my sounds, and yeah, so appreciate you popping in there. It's great to have a new follower. Where are you heading, by the way? There, Delta 5817, Wildman 5817. Yeah, Brian, isn't that crazy? But it was kind of a weird year for general aviation aircraft. Like I'm very, very happy. I'm just very satisfied with what I have in my GA hangar right now. And this is the only airplane that I added. You know what? Brian, you just made me remember something. I may have to rework my list, because I did pick up a GA aircraft this year that I maybe have enjoyed more. I completely forgot. I was able to get the Torque-Sim SR22. Ooh, I might have to rework my list. I think I might. I think that SR22 might nudge its way up into the top 3 there. Now I don't know which one it would bump out, because I've flown the heck out of all the rest of those planes. But I'm at least going to put the SR22 in my honorable mention category. And that, again, that's not really a new release. I think that's been out for over a year. But you know, I was able to get it because I won it in the Boston Virtual Poker Run. I won that prize doing the poker run, so that was the only reason I was able to pick that up. But yeah, that SR22 is another one that's a really good aircraft. I'm surprised how much I like that aircraft, as a matter of fact. Yeah, Good Fixin's not a ton of GA releases this year. Well, Wildman was going up to St. Louis. Awesome. They've got an updated scenery for St. Louis too. Has anybody picked that up? It looks pretty good. All right, 16 to run. Manhattan, and then it's Wichita. After that, Wichita is 1380. We'll not transfer that, we'll just leave it in standby. Have that ready to go here as well. And coming in on a 020. So I'll set that just in case we need it, in case something happens to nav 1. Ready to go. Yep, hot start to the TBM 900. Fantastic plane, study level. I do like that. That was one of the very first GA add-ons I got when I moved over to X-Plane. So yeah, highly recommend that as well. Yeah. Oh, Fixie picked that up this year. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Good Fixin's finding himself wanting to grab that B-Flight Air, the PA-30. Is that the Warrior? Strangely comfortable. You got it with points last month. Ooh, no kidding. PA-30. Piper is that? Twin Comanche. Oh, Twin Comanche. All right. Okay, we gotta do this, guys, because we're starting to have some stuff I gotta pay attention to here. Nav, alt hold. All right, there we go. We're gonna let Otto have some fun here. Pull something up. Take a look at this. GA Piper. Let's take a look at this Twin Comanche. I think you maybe were talking about this last time we flew together. We were talking about the Twin Comanche. That's not it, right? That's the 180T turbocharged Seminole. Yeah, that's not the one we want. Oh, there it is. And oh, now wait a second. You were talking Aero last time. You flew it in the last Virtual USA. So is this B-Flight Air? Yeah, B-Flight Air, the Twin Comanche. Take a look at this bad boy. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking little plane. B-Flight Air does a good job with everything too. They're really solid. Oh, look at those cool steering columns. They're really awesome. Room to put a couple more instruments in there, buddy. Does look like a nice plane. I wonder how it stacks up to this plane. It looks like it's going to be in that same category. All right, guess. When was it released here? Oh, February of 2018. So get a little bit long in the tooth, but my guess is it's probably been updated. Oh, actually, no. The last update was in 2018. So how does it work with Vulcan? I guess that's the big question with something like that. Oh, Defective Crayon is here, and mentioning one of my all-time favorites, that digital replica Cessna 310L. Good morning, Matt. Great to see you, buddy. Yeah, without question, that is a That's a fantastic airplane. All right, I'm ready to fly again. Probably have to retrim everything, but that's okay. Oh, goodness gracious, look at, we climbed like 1,000 feet. Holy moly. What the heck? What the heck's going on out there? That Vince Lombardi sound. That down in my notes. Alright, let's pull back on the power here. And let's try to descend. Holy cow. I thought I pushed altitude hold. I must have actually taken it off alt hold there inadvertently. Yep, the DCH2 Beaver. That would have made my favorite list, but I grabbed that thing last year. I was checking my account on the org store, and I had picked that up. That and the Porter last year. Those are, again, they fall on that all-time favorite list. Can't decide if you like the Beaver or the Porter more. So I'm with you. It's like the Porter is just really cool because of the engine, right? I mean, you can get that thing. That's a big bird. You can get it in and out of some very tight spots with that beta range. And there's something about being able to slap it into beta while you're in flight also. But my all-time favorite bush plane is and continues to be the Porter. It is a super versatile airplane. It's a little bit bigger and heavier than some of the bush strips we fly into, but it's still super fun. I love putting it on floats, and yeah, I don't know, something's just got the nostalgia factor also. Like when you think Beaver, you think Alaska, right? When you think Porter, you think Papua New Guinea or something more international. So but they're both great planes, all-timer type planes. Down to 13,000. We're getting a little closer here. I think we're now outbound, and I better double check. Navigate, aviate, navigate, communicate. I'm doing none of them right now. Manhattan. I should be outbound on a 261. Yep, I need to make a turn to the right here. Wait a second, not 261. That can't be right. No, that's the Victor 261. I need to be outbound on 203. It's going to be in that neighborhood. Right there. 200, 2, 3. Yeah. So we drifted past it just a little bit. So I was chit-chatting about this and that. I was looking at the Twin Comanche. As usual, good fixins distracting me. Doing my job safely. Shame on you. You ended up trading the Porter in. Oh yeah, and there's that third one. That third option is the Kodiak. You bet. Brian wants to try that Glass Star Sportsman. There is somebody on YouTube flies a Glass Star. Just watch. You just put out a new video. See if I can find it here. Again, I'm trying to do things I shouldn't be doing while I'm trying to fly an airplane. I don't know if it's a Sportsman though. It's a tail dragger Glass Star, and it looks like a really cool plane. She calls it Woodstock. It's completely yellow. It's a fun little plane. How do I search for? Almost positive it's a Glass Star. Oh, there she is. She's a gal that does not do enough YouTube videos. All of her stuff is really, really good. But she just hasn't done a lot here. Amy White is her name. Tell me if that's a Glass Star, isn't it? If you have a chance, I think that's what she flies. So I first discovered her, like I'm like a talent agent, right? I guess I first started watching her when she flew commercial out to somewhere on the East Coast to purchase. I think it was the first plane she was purchasing, and it was another small plane like the Glass Star, but she had moved, and anyway, she flew the plane back like 3 or 4 legs back, over 3 or 4 days, and it was just such a cool little video, such a cool little adventure, and she did such a nice job with the editing that I've tried to keep tabs on her ever since. And then she traded that plane in because she moved to Denver, to the Denver area, and needed a little bit more performance. So that's right, Brian. Yeah, 152. So you want bet your grand wants a turbo 162 that isn't Carenado. Yeah, what I would really love to have, I miss my Skylane. I had an A-to-A Skylane back in the P3D days, and I really do miss that plane. I would love a nice non-Carenado Skylane. Alright, this leg, by the way, this is a 94-mile leg, so we'll track it out about half of that, about 46-ish, 47-ish. Goes math. Flip it over. We have Wichita 1380 set in standby and in nav 2. It's down right now in the Oxford area. Appear to be calm, and it's green dot weather down there, man. It's severe clear. As you can see, it's just a thin layer of kind of some haze, but otherwise clear sky. It's been a beautiful morning of flight. Slightly drifting off our course. Teleporter 8. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great day, and thanks for stopping in. We're heading to Oxford, Kansas, which was the site of one of the stops along an adventure that we call the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In. A little over a year ago, we flew down the Arkansas River, and that was actually inspired by another YouTuber, Gravity Night Flying. And Gravity Night Flying flew like a little camping trip type bush flight. Let me see if I can find that one as well. I feel like I need to go back on autopilot here if I'm going to keep searching for these guys. Gravity Night. See if I can find that series here. But anyway, we do a Bush League event on the first Monday of every month. Everyone's invited. You can go to downwindsim.com if somebody wants to type that link in there for me. That has all of the details. We don't quite have the one ready that's coming up in January, but I am working on that, organizing that one, and it's going to be up in the Alaska area. That's all I can say so far. But the Gravity Night Flying guy inspired us to actually create an event down in this neck of the woods, and you wouldn't think, right? You wouldn't think Kansas and Oklahoma would be like fantastic bush flying, but it really, this little Arkansas River is like, it's like a sandbar haven. And so anyway, I don't know if I'll be able to find it while I'm flying at the same time, but if you search for Gravity Night Flying and search through his playlist, you'll see a little Arkansas River adventure. And so anyway, that's what we did. We made a bunch of sandbars. I say we, it was really my partner in crime, Downwind Sim, that is the mastermind behind all this type of scenery creation. But yeah, like I think there were 20 plus 27, does that sound right? Places to land, sandbars to land, and but there were a couple of little offshoot airports just in case you wanted to, spawn back in later on and didn't want to go all the way back to the start. So we had one of them was this Oxford, and then there was another one, Thomas, Oklahoma, that we put in there. That's just little places to fly. And so that's where we're heading, is Oxford, 55 kilo. Yeah, that's the event, Brian, that you land by the flags and you try to decipher the puzzle. There's a little word puzzle in there, which, by the way, I haven't figured it out. I don't know if anyone has, honestly. The problem with that puzzle is Mrs. Downwind Sim is the one that created it, and apparently she is like a diabolical puzzle maker. Really enjoys it, and it's super tough. I have all the clues. I did find all the flags. It took me about three different flights to find all the places, but I found them all, and I have all the clues, and like just absolutely no idea of what it's like a little phrase or a little saying or something, or maybe a word, I can't remember, but yeah, it's wickedly tough. That's the other thing we like to do in our Bush League fly-ins, is we like to put little Easter eggs out there for you to discover. The one we did last month, we flew up in the mountains of Wyoming, and we flew to a couple of old World War II prisoner of war sites, and the Easter egg is that there's surprisingly quite a bit of Amelia Earhart related connection to the state of Wyoming. So I won't give it away in case you want to fly it, but there's some bonus landing areas that are based on Amelia Earhart. So you get a little 2-for-1 there. You get some German POW information and some Amelia Earhart information. But anyway, all that stuff there, downwindsim.com. Oh, nobody put that link in for me. Come on, chat, you guys are slacking. There it is. Oops. I still have PTSD from the cabin strip. Yeah, to call it a strip is maybe stretching it a little bit. It's a relatively flat piece of ground that you can control, crash, land an airplane, essentially. The landing, as hard as that is, the landing's the easy part. It's at 9,500 feet, so getting the sucker back off the ground, that's the part that takes some work. Okay, we're 40 miles, just about at the halfway point. We can flip it over and track Wichita. Piece of ground with no trees. That's about all you can. Yeah, and I took my landing. I actually went up the hill quite a ways and hit a bush with each engine, and yeah, I called it a successful landing, but in reality, my plane would still be there right now because I'm 100% sure I would have done damage to both engines. Yeah, you say landing area, I say boneyard. I did have, on the takeoff, somebody did have a plane that was down in the creek, just sitting there kind of on its side, and I'm like, yeah, that's when I was building the scenery, I was there an awful lot. Ah, there's Al, South MIA. Muy buenos dias, mi amigo. Great to see you as always, Al. And how are things down your way? Hope things are well with you and your bride and your family. And hopefully you're enjoying a beautiful Sunday morning. Al South, a long-time friend of the channel, one of the two OGs of the channel, I guess. Came breathing flames because he ate something last night. You think, by the way, of the fire-breathing dragon emote. I love it myself, but that's courtesy of Jeffrey Beckers, one of our, again, another friend of the channel. There's some backstory on that as well. And I might need a third cup of tea here. Yeah, I mean, it's how can you not love it? How can you not love it? Here, I won't give it away if you're new to the channel. I'll just say this. It's related to a fire-breathing DC-3 that I own. And yeah, you'll have to search back in the archives about 1.5 years to find that. All right, Brian is out to walk dogs. Good to see you as always, sir. Have a fantastic Sunday. Stay warm. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you later. Yep. If the plane fails, I can still fly the dragon. That's right, baby. That's right. Alright, there's 49.7, so let's go ahead, we'll flip it over here. Back inbound and see how close we are, what kind of adjustments I need to make. I think we're pretty close. Yeah, not too bad. Bring it around town.
Welcome to Cap Culture.
Alright, Captain Slow Twitch, hello. Good morning. Give you a proper welcome here in just a second. I'm just about to check my nav here. Are we inbound 1380? Yep, so we're inbound Wichita. This is our final VOR. Then we turn slightly back to the southeast, and last 37 miles will be towards Oxford. Feeling like after Oxford, we should hop into something a little lighter and see if we can go find Thomas Airstrip since we're down in the neighborhood. What do you guys think?
Complete freedom.
Oh my goodness gracious. Complete Freedom is here. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for the cheer bits, buddy. Great to see you. Long time no see. I hope things are going well with you and your pilot rating. I know you were working on your instrument rating last time we talked. Hopefully that's going well. Great to see you. And again, want to say thanks and hello to Captain Slow Twitch. Welcome to the channel. We're on our way. We departed Omaha Epley Field about an hour and a half ago, I think, and making our way down to Oxford, Kansas, a little uncontrolled, probably municipal, I don't even know what you'd call it, county airport. Things are well, a little slow right now due to the weather. Sure enough. On the one hand, this is the perfect season for you to work on your IFR rating, but on the other hand, it makes it a little bit tough to get things done. Yep, Kansas. Been through Wichita a couple times. It seems like a pretty cool town, honestly. I mean, these towns out here, this is obviously pretty heavily dependent on agriculture and things like that. But Wichita seemed like it had quite a bit going on for a relatively small town. Kansas, I think, is kind of a cool state in general, but I also spent quite a bit of my childhood in South Dakota, so I'm sort of like got a little bit of that in the blood. But Yeah, kind of hard to file an IFR plan for training. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's maybe skipping a couple steps. Is that what you're telling me, CF? uh, yeah. Oh, soundtrack. Yeah, that bringing back the planes, trains, and automobile reference that we had going earlier. Yeah, train don't run out of Wichita unless you're a hog or cow. What a great movie. This is the perfect time for that movie, right? It was kind of a Thanksgiving-ish movie. Great movie. Hard to believe John Candy's not with us anymore. Teleport 8. Isn't the Cessna factory located there? I believe it is. I believe you are correct. And by the way, good morning, Teleport 8. Great to see you. So in theory, for a guy like myself who loves general aviation, Wichita ought to be like one of the places that's at the center of my universe here. Really, truly. Maybe we should land in Wichita and hop in a Cessna, fly from Wichita down to Oxford, and then from Oxford down to Thomas. Could we divert? We have 30 miles. We could divert, couldn't we? Total Thanksgiving Day movie, that's right. You know what? Teleport 8, you've inspired me. I think we will do that. I think we will divert, and we will land in Wichita. We'll hop in a Cessna, and we'll fly the last couple legs in a Cessna. It's going well, CF. It's going really well. Had a great morning. It's been just the start of a fantastic Christmas break. We needed it, and yeah, absolutely love this time of year. My son's home. My youngest son's home. We're going to go down and visit my other son who lives about 6 hours south. So it's an awesome time of year. All right, Dwight D. Eisenhower Field. And right now the winds are calm, so we could pretty much, I guess they're changed now, 140 at 4, so we'll kind of come inbound and probably land straight in here. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to just be flexible today in our flight plan. We're going to divert due to good weather. Power back slightly. We do have some altitude to lose, so we might have to do some holding patterns here to get ourselves down. But I think we'll land. Where is the fixed base operation here at Omaha? No, I'm sorry, at Wichita. General aviation looks like it's off of 19er left. All right, so we will land that. 19er left. I don't need to get too crazy here. 1,000 feet a minute ought to take care of us. All right, let's do an instrument scan, see if I need to. Cals and oil temps still a little on the cool side, so we'll leave those cals at about half open. That'll be fine. Kind of drifting a little bit to the east. Let's bring it back around. And about 2 miles, we'll make a radio call. Field elevation at Wichita's 1,300, so we'll try to get ourselves down to 2,300. Oh, still probably just try to shoot it straight in here. I don't need to fly a pattern unless I hear some other guys on the comms. So, hey, we've got somebody else joining us. Desert Eagle 114. Good morning. Happy Sunday, welcome. Oh man, I'm out of tea, but skål anyway. Glad to have you aboard. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. So, good fixes. I don't know if you got back up in the air or you got the word, or anybody else that's flying along, but we're diverting to Wichita. We're still going to go to Oxford, but we're going to hop into a Cessna here. Had a very, very good point brought up by Teleport 8, and I think it's going to be an awesome inclusion for today's flight. So he mentioned that the Cessna factory there is located in Wichita. So we're gonna stop there. We're gonna hop in a Cessna, and then we're gonna fly the rest of the route here in a Cessna, which 2 short legs kind of after this, but I think it'll be fun. Okay. Wichita traffic. Navajo November 11816 is 16 north of the field at 9,000. We're inbound 19 left. Wichita traffic. This is a bonus stream, so it can be flexible. The only question mark will be if I'm going to be able to get down 8,000 feet here in the next 15 miles. I don't think I am. I think I may have to do a little left hand 360, or maybe I'll just fly. Maybe I'll just fly a pattern. Probably not bad to practice a pattern. Let's do that. Let's just plan on that. What's my traffic pattern here at Wichita? One niner left. 19 right is a right-hand pattern. 19 left is a left-hand pattern. Okay. So if we're not able to get down where we need to be, then we'll just we'll overfly the field and hop in a left-hand pattern for 19 left. Still don't have the airfield in sight. I don't think I have any kind of add-on scenery for Wichita. But Wichita would be a great one for vertical sim. That's his kind of airport there. Right about that size. It is kind of close to Omaha, so he might be a little bit of a detraction for him to work on that. Sounds like he's working on Nashville though, which is cool, and he's got one other that he's working on, and the name escapes me now. Oh, and I forgot to update the GFO bot. So my next stream, by the way, is not the breakfast bonus stream. That's actually the one we're doing right now. My next stream is scheduled for Tuesday. It's we're bringing back the Bravo tour. It's episode 2 of the Bravo tour. We'll be flying the MD-80 from Nellis Air Force Base down there by Las Vegas, up to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then down to Houston Hobby. The Bravo tour, by the way, is a new series that we've put together on the channel, and it's a little bit interactive. We let a random name generator pick the airfield. The whole idea behind it, by the way, is to fly to all the class Bravos in the United States. So we let the wheel of names generate where we're flying, and then we let you guys, the community, vote on the aircraft you'd like to see. So that's what we're doing on Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, it's worth worth mentioning that I'll have a giveaway, end of the year giveaway, and working on the details of that. I'll announce that I'll announce more of those details on my Discord channel. Wild man, made it to St. Louis. Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you'll come back and hang out a little bit more. It's awesome meeting you, and I'm glad you had a safe flight. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Wildman 5817 happened to be on the ground, by the way, in Omaha this morning when we were taking off. It was really cool to really cool to hear somebody else on frequency. Well, we're 5 miles from the VOR, guys, so we ought to have the airport inside at this point, but we do not. Where are we? We are lost in Kansas. There's the town. No, that's not the town. That can't be the town of Wichita. Wichita's a big town. VOR is right on the airport. So guys, generally we're just going to kind of keep going here, and hopefully we'll see where we're at. It's that big lake off to the west. What is that lake called again? A Cheney Reservoir. So yeah, we're heading in the right direction, but 2 miles away. Yeah. I feel like maybe we've blown right over the top of it. You wouldn't think it'd be hard to find an airfield in a town as big as Wichita, but apparently we have. 7 miles. How about we'll level off at 4,000? We won't get too low here, and I'm just gonna have to just make a little loop here. Wait a second. Wichita VOR is actually west of the field, so we're going to turn. We need to turn and head to the east. So we actually will be on a right base to 19er left. All right. Well, that explains it. Although this again this will not be an easy find with the sun and the haze, but we need, let's put this in here. We need about 9 miles on about a 121 heading, and we should get us there. So 2 miles out. So there we go. There's about right about there-ish. Now Wichita traffic, Navajo 816 is 7 to the northwest of the field. We'll be entering a right-hand base or 19er left, Wichita traffic. Yep, we're starting to get into a little bit more populated area, and goodness gracious, we got to find this place here. Speed's gotten down a little bit low. That's not terrible because it lets us kind of take our time to find the airfield. Oops, I'm drifting. Like there's the field right there. Yep, I think that's our field. Might need to overfly it just to figure out where the heck I'm at. The sun is kind of kicking my butt right now. Yeah, I've got myself north of the field, which isn't a bad thing per se, but will I be able to find the runway in time? Okay, 19er, that's going to be about right there. So let's get turned on Proper base leg here. Let's see how close we are. Definitely got our airfield in sight. Far enough? Yep, I think so. I think so. This runway right here, this near one is my 19er right, and then the one I want is 19er left. The far side. Okay, we're good to go. Altitude is getting close as well. Airspeed has climbed a little bit. Let's go ahead. Props full forward. Mixture full rich. Are on. Notch of flaps coming in. A little bit high. Yeah, a little bit high here, aren't we? Gear down. Early on the gear, I know. Wichita traffic, Navajo 816, turning final, 19er left. Wichita traffic. Or anybody else in the pattern. Should be good. And not a horrible rollout here. Second notch of flaps. We are going to be a bit high, so we'll be a little long on the landing here, but that's okay. And looking for about 85. Slight wind off our right-hand side, it looks like. I think this is the FBO area right back up here off our right-hand side, so we'll get on the ground and we'll hang a right. Kick the tail. Right tire goes down first. We're down. Looks like I've got an exit here. Oh, hey, ho, ho. Let's see there. Right, welcome to Wichita. At Wichita traffic, Navajo 816 is clear of 19er left. Wichita traffic. Be coming that way. We're gonna just assume again that we're probably just go straight in. Honestly, now I think it looks like the FBO is up there, so we'll go over here onto Alpha. Alpha. Come down here. This will put us close to the departure runway anyway. And yeah, we'll make a little wardrobe change. I am going to get another cup of tea, by the way, so you guys will have time if you'd like to also refill your beverage. Oh, we had a couple of landing rate predictions, and Ounce Sparker in VR is here. Hey, good to see you, Sparker in VR. I'll check the Volanta touchdown report there. Al South had 105, Sparker in VR 150. Complete Freedom just tossing us some butter emotes. I appreciate that. That means a lot actually coming from you, especially. Real life pilot says you did it okay, then you can feel like you maybe did it okay. Been working on those, and that wasn't a serious crosswind by any means, but it's really it's taken me a lot of practice to get the timing down. You know, you gotta flare, you gotta kick the tail out, get it lined up, and then get that upwind wing down and try to touch that down first. So it's been fun to practice. This giant building looks like an FBO, don't you think? Let's go over there. Alpha 2, that looks like our spot. Flaps are cleaned up, by the way. Turn those off, turn the strobes off here. And they come in there. Work it across. Yeah, this is about as FBO-ish as default scenery gets. Somebody really ought to make. I mean, again, if you think about Wichita being the city that produces all these Cessnas, man, somebody really ought to do this airport. This has got some serious aviation influence. Looks like they spent the entire city budget on that tower. Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, so we'll park right over here. We'll let our VIP Al South MIA out as close to the door as we can. I don't think I'm parking where I should be, but that's close enough. All right, it's set. If I can find it, where are you? Brake. There you are. Brake handle set. Turn the avionics off. And a mixture to idle cutoff. Props can come back. Alternator breakers off. Let's see, what else do I have to turn off here? Eggs. Off, 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 off. Windshield pitot heats can come off. Smoking seatbelt signs are off as well. And master switch is off. And there you have it. Toss the static elements back on just so everybody's happy. All right, well, let's take a quick look at the Volanta touchdown report. Did a diversion. See how I did here. I flew out of Omaha. This was all instrument stuff. Instrument stuff. Can you see where I kind of, yeah, right there is where I went and flying. Not too bad, honestly. I mean, you know, you're wandering around a little bit. That's kind of what happens, right? Wander, wander, wander. Then we diverted here. We got a little bit lost right here, and then we realized where we were just in time. And how did it end? There. What do we have for statistics? 221. So it looks like Sparker and VR, you were closer. 221. We had a landing rate of about a G&a, which isn't too bad. 72 on the speed. I was a little slow. That's probably why it was a little bit of a higher landing rate, but honestly, I would take that all day long. Ah, Steve. Steve DHL is here. Good to see you. Great to have you along, Steve. We're just about to actually change aircraft, and what I better do is this. Let's watch that replay. That anymore. Disconnect from VATSIM. Close that. Let's take a look at the replay here. But anyway, Steve, we're gonna hop in a Cessna. We decided to divert. We were flying from Omaha, Apley Field down to Oxford, Kansas, and somebody mentioned, hey, Wichita is on the way, and it is where they make Cessnas. And so we diverted, and we're gonna fly the last two little legs in a Cessna. We'll figure out which Cessna we're gonna fly here in just a minute. A little high on the approach. Kick the tail around and got that right. Yeah, you know. Actually, I overcorrected with my tail, didn't I? Yeah, I went too far, and I went the wrong direction with the tail. What was I doing with the tail? Thought I had it straightened out better than that. Well, shoot. At least got that right gear down first, that upwind gear down first. There's where I lost airspeed. That last 10 feet was just a pure plunker. Oh well. Like I said, it wasn't a great landing, wasn't a terrible one. It just is what it is. So let's do a quick. I tell you what. I need some more tea. I'm gonna hop out, get some more tea. You guys do a oh, citation is made in Wichita, not Cessna, or not all Cessna, just cite. Ah, that's okay. It's still it's a good idea. We're gonna switch up. And okay, well, we're not gonna fly the citation to Oxford, but yeah, I did. I dropped you on the ground like a sack of potatoes. Here you go. That's okay. We're still gonna change up to a Cessna, and but like I said, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some more tea. So you guys hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Let's do a little change of aeroplanes. Switcheroo. Dipsy-doo switcheroo. So, what haven't we been in for a little while? We haven't been in the Airfoil Labs 172. We haven't also been in the V-Flight Air 152. Maybe we'll go 152 since we did talk about 152s a little while ago. We did go the 310L, but I think that's a little too much airplane for the second field that we're attempting to travel to. So, there's the 150, excuse me, this Cessna 150. Even better. That'd be just right. Wichita, Mid-Continent. We're at the Cessna factory. Very cool, very cool. Get a new flight going, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Some Cessnas are made in Independence, Kansas. I thought it was a great point made by our one of our new friends this morning, and so it's a good thing to do. Change of plans. Again, for those of you just tuning in, wondering what the heck's going on, first of all, welcome. My name is Brant. This is the Melvin Leroy channel, and we do a mix of general aviation and vintage airliners. Normally we stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, but every now and again, like when I'm on vacation, like I am right now, I will toss a bonus Sunday stream out there. We'll go a little Sunday breakfast stream. That's what we're doing right now. We flew from Omaha Field in Omaha, Nebraska, Epley Field in Omaha, Nebraska, down here to Wichita, and we're going to make our way from Wichita to a little place called Oxford. In fact, I'm going to toss that up here on the screen right now so we can plan. So here we are currently. In fact, I think we might just do this. Let's go ICT. Let's change this up to 55K. And 55K actually is only going to be an intermediate stop. So you can see here we've got 28 miles to run down here to 29 to Oxford. We're going to fly along. We'll fly this VFR. We'll fly this down along the Arkansas River to Oxford, and then we're going to go from Oxford to a little airstrip called Thomas. Where's Thomas? Thomas is down here somewhere. There it is. Thomas, 27 OK. So actually 55K will be an intermediate stop. 27 OK, excuse me, will be the final destination. So yeah, so we'll have a 28-mile leg and then a 32-mile leg, and we'll fly it visually, like I say, down along the Arkansas River. We'll get down here. This is Caw Lake, and we'll see if we can find Thomas. This is a kind of a cool little spot, but it's hard to find. So, and we had trouble, if you're just tuning in, we had trouble finding Wichita. So this maybe does not bode well for us and what we're trying to do, but that's okay. We'll have fun anyway. Great to have you along, by the way, everybody. I say it all the time. The best part of my streams is not what I'm doing. It's the community. It's the people that I'm hanging out with. So that's what makes my stream so much fun, for me anyway. Oops, and I can't seem to pick on the correct scene. There we go. Hey, there I am. Hi, how's it going? I'm back. All right, we're going to see if we can remember how to fly this thing. Let's make sure, first of all, that we have some fuel. 2 hours ought to be what we need, but we'll do the old MZ Mike, whatever, Z8 of 4 hours. M08. Yeah, M08. What do I have here? I don't want the cockpit. I don't want any of the effects on the glass commuter panel. I think I want that because, yeah, that lets me track a VOR in case I need to. Shake effect, of course. Wheel pants and pilot gender doesn't really matter. I'm a dude, so I'm going to go with it. Pilot weight, yeah, I wish. A $174. Yeah, no. I'm a little more than that, honestly. I think I weighed in at 221 this morning, so we'll just, apparently I'm pushing maximum weight for this plane. We've got a friend that flies in real life, and he works as some kind of a ramp agent, I think, at the local airport. But he's like 6'4", I think. I'm 5'9", so I'm a lot shorter than him. But anyway, he sent us a picture one time of him. One of his jobs was to reposition a Cessna 150, and he's sitting, and he's got one foot on the right hand. So you got to picture this. He's sitting basically on both seats, and one foot is on the right hand rudder pedals, and one foot's on the left hand because he's not a fat guy. He's just a big guy, and this is a tiny plane. So it's hilarious. Is this the Just Flight 152 Teleport 8? No, this is the V-Flight Air 150, and this is an incredible airplane. I really like it. I don't have the V-Flight Air. That's the only Cessna 152 that I don't have right now. But I opted to go for this one because I didn't have a 150. And so, you know, look at that. All right, but like this sucker a lot. I think the Just Flight one is also though pretty good from what I've heard. I just, you know, there's only so much money to go around, right? Okay, so starting the engines, custom start. I think that's what we do have on. We do have to prime it depending on the temperature, and it is chilly here. So what do we have? More than 75? Nope. Are we? I'm guessing we're probably between 15 and 32, but I need to check. I need to check. Go to my Active Sky plugin to check that. And currently at Wichita, it is 14 Fahrenheit, -10 Celsius. So we're actually down here. So we're going to need 3 to 4 pumps of primer to get this thing started. So carb heats are going to be cold. I have to remember where all this is at now. Seem like the carb heats are down. Everything is. Excuse me while I refamiliarize myself with the plane. I don't remember where the carb heat is. I was thinking it was down here. Okay, well that might bite us in the butt. This has a pretty, from what I've been told, a pretty realistic engine start um, sequence, and so things like having the carb heat in the right spot is important. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I'm missing it. It's next to the throttle. Oh, carb heat. Yeah. Duh. If it was a snake, I would have been bit. And Rob, by the way, good morning. It's morning. It's early. I've only had 2 glasses of tea so far, so 2 cups of tea. All right, so there's that only took 5 minutes to do the first step. We'll be in the air here, and this may take longer than the 747. Okay, mixture is going to go to full. Okay. I need 4 to 5, nope, 3 to 4 things of primer. 3 and 4. All right, and then we'll crack the throttle. Back to there. You need master switch to come on here. Trailer area is clear. Clear prop. Clear prop. Can't really holler that because I'm supposed to be on. Noise abate this morning because I'm still the only one awake. And in addition to start, let's watch my gauges here. Oh, so lovely. So lovely. Okay, everything else I think is about the walk around. Yeah, so it's like it has like some it's not really reality expansion pack, but it has a lot of stuff here. You can hop outside and do a legit walk around and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Do I need panel lighting? Maybe instrument lighting. I don't know. Radio lighting. I mean, it on a little bit here. All right, alternator can come on, and the I'm getting ready to go, so the beacon can come on. Dome light, I don't think I'll need that, honestly. 2280, and we will be VFR here. That on. I need to get a VFR flight plan filed here. Our KICT. We're going to 55 kilo, and what was Thomas? Thomas will be our alternate here. 27 OK. Our VFR, it is 1528. We'll be going here in the next 10 minutes, so let's say 1545 just to be safe. And I'm thinking it's going to probably take us about an hour, and oh, not even that. I'm sorry, like about 20 minutes to get down. Not even that, probably, to get down to Oxford. We have 4 hours of fuel. We're going to be doing a blistering, probably 120 across the ground. And what do we need altitude-wise here to go where we're going? We need at least 2,700, so we'll go 3,500 here for the altitude. We are southeast bound, and we are Slant Alpha equipment. There we go. That flight plan is filed. Altimeter, current altimeter here, 035. Looks good. And I have to sync up my, can't remember, pointing almost due west right now. Do I have to sync up my, yeah, I do have to sync this guy up here. Okay, compasses are pretty well ready to go. Those all look good. How's everything over here looking? Good. Oil temperature is super cold right now, but I've got the cowls closed, so all this stuff should hopefully heat up quickly. Already 1,200 hours in this plane. That's incredible. Seems like just the other day when I was first flying it. What do we got here, Rob? How come the junior first officer doesn't say your name? Did it not say your name? What the heck? I do have something messed up with you, Mr. Valkyrie. Yeah, I'm gonna go look. Events. And that shouldn't cost anything.
Hello, Valkyrie.
Yeah, Rob Valkyrie. There you are, but it did not say this. Yeah. Did not say that, and so it shouldn't matter how many dog treats you have. That should be an automatic thing there. I am so sorry. So sorry. Thanks for sharing the link, by the way, on that Cessna factory. That's really a cool thing. And Teleport 8, thank you also for the idea of flying this thing. Yeah, this is a good one. If you like these little Cessnas, this is definitely a good one. So, oh, there you go. Yeah, sure enough, Rob, it's something is messed up with your. I don't know what's okay. I'll have to look more closely into that. I'm so sorry, Rob, because everything has been working okay. Well, now, okay.
Clean up the slide.
I don't know what's going on there, Rob, but I apologize. I will try to get that fixed up ASAP. Let's see. We don't have taxi lights on this. You have just nav lights, so we're gonna go ahead and start heading out. Should be pretty close to where we need to be. Runway 19 or left. I can just kind of come out here. What is going on with you and those sound effects, Rob? First flight of the day, so I probably should be a good pilot and quick run up. Somebody needs to do a scenery for this airport, for sure. Alright, let's just pull off to the side here, kind of out of the way, and we will do our little short version of the run-up. Get it pointed into the wind here. Didn't notice that before. Little scenery fold. Interesting. All right, let's spin it up here. 1700. Mag check.
Welcome to Pop Culture.
Left. Right side here, a little bit of a drop. That's all right. Got oil pressure looks good. Temperatures are still lagging, making good power. Suction's good. Don't need to lean out anything because we're only at 1,300. Come back there. Let's do a quick check here. Oh, my flaps were all the way down already. Set those. Oh, this is one of those. The other part I like about this this plane is it's got one of those deals where new guy comes in, Rob Walker gets snubbed. All right. Oh my goodness. Slightly Dave. Good morning. Good morning. I think I have a little bit of a glitch going on right here with my flaps. Yep, hang on for a second. Thought I fixed this last time, but apparently I have not. Oops. What's going on here? Bravo. Okay, flaps up a notch, down a notch. This is one of those where you have to hold it to and maybe it's not going to work. Okay, never mind. Maybe that's why I didn't fix it. So you hold it to get it where you want, right? Okay. We want takeoff laps of about but unfortunately when I retracted it retracts all the way up. Weird. Thank you, Scotty Bob. And by the way, good morning, Scotty Bob. Scotty Bob, we're just talking a little bit about the scenery you guys are working on and the great work you and Vertical Sim are doing. That was my gear. What the? Maybe that's the problem. No, I'm looking at flaps. Flaps lever here. Up and down a notch. But it's kind of weird. It's a little bit glitchy, but it's okay. We can make it work. We can make it work. Yeah. Look at the buttons again by the numbers. All right. The duders. Numbers. A gear handle is here. Gear up. Gear down. That's what I want. Flaps 12 is flaps up a notch, flaps down a notch. This is the part that I'm still not sure. I thought there was a flaps increase and flaps decrease, but I'm not seeing that. Flaps increase. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. I think we're okay. Like I said, I think we're okay. Yeah, let's go flying. We've been on the ground too long here. On we go to Oxford, Kansas, 55 kilo. We're gonna see if we can pick up the Arkansas River. Pretty much just gonna fly runway heading until we see the river, and then we're gonna follow the river to slightly the southeast for 28 miles. Ooh, I know one thing I need to do. I need to go ahead and set Connolly VOR is 1650. That's what we'll be tracking. And there we go, got that DME going right now, so that we know 28 miles roughly, and it's roughly a 141 heading. So let's get that set. Not that we're going to worry about tracking that per se, but if we have a hard time finding the field, that'll be kind of nice to have. Oops, where am I at here? I've grabbed this crosswind runway. Okay. Final checks here. There we go. And all right. Yeah, Wichita traffic. Cessna 11816 is departing 19er left. It'll be a straight out VFR departure. Wichita traffic. Pitot heat can come on. Strobies. Nav lights. Final check. I don't see anybody coming on final. Runway's clear. Something in my eye. Ooh, noise canceling. We're gonna leave the engine sounds on. I like that. Are we completely backwards? Oh my gosh. We're on runway 1 right. What the heck? We're totally on the wrong end of the runway. What in the heck? Now, yeah, I taxied all the way to the south side of the... Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. You want me just to stop and let you out right here, guys? Holy moly. Alright, so I apparently was completely wrong. I was way off.
Swanson?
Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the...
Oh, yeah! It's right here. Samsonite. I was way off. I knew it started with an S, though.
Holy crap. So that was runway 1 right. So here's what I'm going to do. Back taxi of shame. And I'm going to take an intersection departure. So I don't want to go all the way back up to 19er left. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what I did. I just didn't check my direction as I was leaving, I guess. We can go down here a little ways. I won't go all the way down again. This is only a 7,000 foot runway. It's not like it's a huge long runway, but we'll come down here to like Mike 6 or something and turn around and depart before anybody knows. My gosh, that was classic. That's good stuff right there. That's pretty much professional pilot stuff right there. Something in my eye. Gonna add something to my eye to the checklist. Checked. I'm gonna blame that whatever that was in my eye. It caused me to be off on the airport. Okay, Bravo. Do we have enough, do you think, at Bravo? No, I think we probably do. Let's find out. At Wichita traffic, Cessna 816 is departing runway 19er left at intersection Bravo. Wichita traffic. So it'll be a little bit of a short field departure, but this is probably about the length of field that we have at Oxford anyway, so it'll be good practice. All right, let's try this one more time. This would be final. Final is clear. Okay, we need 55. Wind should help us. People are maybe stirring upstairs. People are starting to get ready for church. I should have time to do this. There we go. 19er left. Not one right. We want to depart to the south. Oh yeah, plenty of runway. He says, hopefully. All right, let's do it. Up and away. My flaps are not working. All right, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, flaps. Up a notch, apply. Let's see. Flaps aren't coming up now, dang it. What's going on with that now? Going down, but not up. Having all kinds of issues now. 12. Flaps up, down. No, I don't want that. Flaps up a notch. Apply. Done. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Is that engine noise too loud, guys? Is that all right? Does sound like a canary. It's just a glorified lawnmower, right? I mean, it's just a little tiny engine here. It's too loud. I can do that. Does that mute it? Okay. Nice sometimes having a little noise canceling on there. All right, we filed 3,500, and we're looking to grab the 141 outbound, which we have set. It appears that we are needing to correct here, probably to the east. Draw that radial in. Try 120 here for a little bit as we climb. Has very good exterior sounds though. Yeah. Love it. How can you not love this little plane? Oh gosh, what was I doing? We want to fly the river. What am I thinking? Sorry guys. Well, actually, no. I need to be going this way anyway to pick up the river because the river's over here a little to the east, so we're okay. Things okay. There's this kind of some of the start of it there. It's kind of like it's channeled through a little canal through town. But we want to pick that up. That's going to be our visual cue here. I'm all worried about VORs, and that's really not what we're doing on this one. Find that Arkansas River. No, I'm not going to try to make any sandbar landings in this plane. This is not quite the plane for that, but I can point a few of them out to you. Why is my distance decreasing to 16? Oh, because it should be 1380. There we go. All right, that's better. Man, maybe I should have stopped while I was ahead there, guys. Making all kinds of bonehead mistakes. Boulder 65, good morning. Great to see you. Third cup of tea. Brain's not functioning, so I'm probably going to need a fourth. We'll see. All right, there we go. There's our Arkansas River. And we will start our turn to the south here. We'll just follow that river all the way to Oxford. Again, only 28 miles, and we're already 17 miles from the VOR, so we're closing in on it. It doesn't take long to get there, and then we're going to try to fly from Oxford down to Thomas, Oklahoma. And again, if you're just tuning in, this was a part of a Bush League event. See the sandbars and stuff, like there's just some really cool landing opportunities here. And head to downwindsim.com. You can see there's a free scenery download link that gives you not only all the sandbar locations, but it gives you 3 airfields in the area here to fly out of. So we had a lot of fun, but what we're going to do is we're going to visit 2 of the airstrips that were not sandbar related. One of them is Oxford, Kansas, and then the second one is Thomas, which is a little grass field in the northern part of Oklahoma. Yeah, so there is, like, this is what you're going to see. There it is. There's like these little signs, and they have word clues on them. And so, in addition to just trying to land on the gravel bar there, on the sandbar, you're also keeping track of a little word puzzle game, which I have not solved. I think Rob Valkyrie is the closest to having that word puzzle solved. Maybe he's already solved it. He's pretty good at that. Iowa Scotsman's here, and Iowa Scotsman, your welcome sound didn't play either. I have no idea what's going on with my chat bot. It's been really funky. I leave for a few minutes and my airplane loses an engine. Yeah. So we had good fixings. We had somebody in chat had reminded me that Cessna has a plant down here in Wichita, and so we decided to divert and land at Wichita first and jump into a Cessna and fly the rest of the flight today in one of those. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we're doing. $1,500. We're within already about 7 miles of the airport. We'll keep it up here at 3,500. I think the Oxford airstrip is about 1,000 feet elevation. Can I look and just double check? Yeah, 1,194 feet. Coming right up on it. Yeah, chatbot's behaving like the owner this morning. Yeah, it's not fully functional quite yet. One hint, by the way, about the bridges. If you do fly this event, the bridges are open and you can fly underneath them. However, I don't know of anybody who did fly underneath. Somebody give the junior first officer bought some apple juice. Yeah, it's a shame too, because Iowa Scotsman's welcome sound is really good. I think what I'll do when I get done flying is I'll just reconnect my chatbot to everything and just make sure everything is talking to everything else. But I mean, again, you can see why Gravity Night Flying came down here and hit all these sandbars. It's just like it's just nothing but sandbars, man. It's just awesome. Totally awesome. All right, about 3 miles already. Holy cow! We need to start paying attention. So there's a town of Oxford. We'll try to find that town, and then the runway is the airport's over here on the east side of the river. And south here. What's the runway orientation? Oxford. 7 and 3-5. We'll take 1-7. So left-hand pattern to 1-7. I'm gonna fly a true pattern here, just because I don't see the field yet. Oxford traffic, Cessna 11816 is about 2 miles to the north of the field at 3,000. We'll be entering a left-hand traffic pattern runway 17, Oxford. Okay. Something's feeling like it's not jiving. Like I don't see the town of Oxford quite yet, and it's a you can't miss it type of deal. I mean, the town's on this side, on the west side, and then the airport's on the left. But according to my sky vector, I only need 28 miles, which is where we're at, and I clearly do not see the field. I don't see it. Well, we'll keep going here. Just keep going. $13.80. Is that what I'm supposed to have out of here, Wichita? Yeah, that's fine. Descending here, I really don't want to be. I thought I needed to kind of start to descend because of getting into the pattern here, but let's level off right here. See if we can't figure out where the heck we're at. Actually, I'm going to climb a little bit because we're not even at flyover altitude at this point. We need to be 2,600. Is that pushing the frickin' plane to the limit? I redlining on the RPMs. I don't need to be doing that. I'm surprised that this plane will the engine will fail. Take care of it. We're way past. We're 30 miles, but I have not. I'm trusting my eyes more than my instruments right now, which is usually not a good thing, but I don't see. We have not passed the town of Oxford. I have a different VOR that I can tune. Maybe I'll tune the Wichita. Wait. Wichita VOR is 13.8. That's what I've tuned. I think maybe I see the problem, guys. I'm 28 from the field. $16.5 was my that's the so I was right. 1650. There we go. I have 10 more miles to go. Okay, whew. So the Wichita VOR, if you recall, is actually a little further back over our shoulder to the northwest. So we were 28 miles, from that VOR, but I was trying to track distance from, or I was wanting to track distance from the airport, which is the
Good
McConnell
job.
VOR. Hey, thank you. Figured it out. All right, Fixie. It is partially awake. Like the sound effects are working, but the welcome sounds. I don't know that Fixie that welcome sound came on. Pentagon's here, by the way. Hey, Pentagon. So yeah, some things are working and some aren't. So I greatly apologize. And then Rob Valkyrie apparently has made the junior first officer bot mad, and he can't activate any sounds. Yeah, I don't know. I have to make another radio call to Oxford. Glad I caught the end of it. It's been busy during all the. Oh, no doubt, man. Sorry to. I mean, I'm glad to hear that. Glad that work's keeping you busy, but sorry it's keeping you too busy to fly along or watch along at least. But yeah, good deal, Pentagon. Great to have you, man. Try to sneak these Sunday breakfast streams. Try to sneak them in before church, and I'm thinking that this might. Yeah, I've got about an hour until church starts, so this might have to be my last leg here, you guys. That's okay. That's okay. At the big Showtime pay-per-view boxing event last night. Oh, very cool. Just woke up. Awesome. Trim. We certainly didn't stay at 3,500 like we should, but we're kind of trying to get ourselves down to fly over altitude. And now we really truly do have 5 miles. There's 23. Oxford traffic. Cessna 11816 is 5 to the north of the field at 3,000. We'll be entering a left-hand pattern, runway 17, Oxford. Anybody at Oxford, I apologize for the early premature radio call 10 minutes ago. Whoa, a little wind. Whoa. Little wind. Should be seeing the town coming up here. And it's hazy. Hazy. Rob Valkyrie, are you the one that I have to blame for this aircraft? Somebody a couple of years ago suggested this aircraft, and man, has it been a good addition. So it comes with a trainer and commuter panel setting. So if you go trainer, you just have all this basic stuff and no autopilot. I like the commuter just because I like the navigation equipment a little bit better, but yeah. Oh, Rob has the 140 also, because because sometimes the 150 is just way too fast, right? It's just way too overpowered. Yeah, V-Flight Air does some good stuff. It makes some good birds. All right, Oxford, town of I think there's my town. Cool. Okay, so let's get a little more on the river. The airport itself is not right on the river. It's a ways. It's probably a mile or so to the east, but there's a little road that runs, kind of comes out of the town of Oxford and runs. So we'll follow that road. That'll take us. Actually, no, that road is takes us. Well, it takes us south of the field. It's okay. Find the road. We'll probably see where the field's at. It's 28. Theoretically, we could turn anytime now. I think there's the road that I want. Yeah, let's make our turn. Maybe this is the highway. I don't know. There's so many of these that just run pure north and south, east and west. Should be south of the field now, so we can jump in a left-hand downwind. Let's go ahead, pull the power back a little, try to get down to 2,600 in case we fly over the top. Yeah, it's going to be back up here, isn't it? Maybe a little. Oh, wait a second. Did I see it up there? And we're like a mile south of it now, and increasing our distance. So that is it's just auto gen. I think this is a field though. What is this field? Oh man, this is oh, I think this is actually Winfield, Texarkana. Yeah, it's got the V-shaped runway configuration. All right, so yeah, we're actually a little further south than I thought. Turn and go back north along the river here. And we'll be okay. We'll pick it up. There's 2,600. We'll kind of level off right here in a minute. Take it up this dirt road and see how close we get. Can't be too far. Might be it right there. Yep, I think that's our boy. All right, good deal. So we need a left-hand pattern. So let's sneak over here to the east just a little bit and jump in left-hand downwind. Oxford traffic. Cessna 816 is a mile south of the field on the extended left-hand downwind runway 17. Oxford traffic. And again, Oxford 1,194 feet. So let's start getting ourselves down to pattern altitude here. 2,200 will be pattern altitude. And let's see if we can do something we haven't done in a long time, and that's fly a good traffic pattern. I mean, it's been a while. Like it's been like maybe a month since I've flown like a really solid pattern. So this is good practice for us. Yeah, I just don't think I'll have time to get down to Thomas, unfortunately. That's okay. We can do it later. All right, field in sight. We're on the left-hand downwind. We're just about to pattern altitude here, 2,200. We'll level. Speed looks good. We'll slow down just a little bit here. Try to get in the white arc so we can put some flaps out when it comes time. Trimmy, trim, trim. All right, so this is one of the sceneries, by the way, that's available in this Bush League pack, and it has a little bit of a bonus in that if you enjoy doing any kind of like crop dusting, things like that, I've modeled a bunch of fields in the area for you to go around and do some crop dusting in. So I don't know if you like that, but it's a little bit of a bonus twist that I tried to put on that for you. All right. There you can see one of the fields is kind of coming in, generating right there. Yep, there's our Oxford field. Very nice. Notch of flaps coming in. Beam midfield. Start the descent. Probably make our turn right on this little highway here. Oxford traffic, Cessna 816, left base 17, Oxford traffic. It's not really a highway, a little dirt road, a little county road. Go. Oxford traffic, Cessna 816 on the final 17, Oxford traffic. That's 20. Bit of a late round out there, but not horrible. A little bit quick. Like to be more like 80 here, but just 30. Displace threshold. Down the runway. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. And we're down. And I think we'll just roll it down here to the, there's a little hangar down here. Clean up the flaps. Yeah, welcome to Oxford, you guys. Strobe off. Pitot heat off. Landing lights off. Private hangar coming up on the right here. And we'll take a quick look at the replay. I mean, you know, I'm not in quite that big of a hurry. It doesn't take me long to get ready. All right. looks like a pretty good spot to call it a day. Right there, that'll work. Let's see here. Brakes are set. Turn all the lights off here. Make sure to cut off. Alternator bash. Oops, I probably should have turned the mags off first, but that's okay. Yeah, there we are. Oxford, Kansas. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's do a quick replay. We'll check Volanta touchdown report. I'll check back in with the chat, and I'll probably have to call it good for the morning. So let's see how we did. This was a little better pattern. Still came in a little fast and a little high, but maybe a C plus pattern this time. It's a little windier than I thought, but not bad. A little bit of a crosswind crab. See how I did. Kicked the tail out, got lined up, and flared a little early. I had way too much airspeed. Triple flare. Yeah, that was not great. I'm gonna say maybe a C minus landing. Yeah. But I put it down on the center line. I was a little far down the runway, but you know what the heck? What the heck? You know, beggars can't be choosers. Pixie, thank you, man, and I appreciate you flying along with me too. By the way, good fixins. Let's do this. Let's taxi in here and kind of get things wrapped up here. I have a few thank yous to send out. We had some new friends join on. Slightly Dave, Desert Eagle 114. I don't know if I welcomed Desert Eagle 114. Thank you. If I didn't, Desert Eagle, I apologize for that. We also had Teleport 8, which is one of the reasons why we're in this plane right now. Teleport 8, welcome. And Wildman 5817. We started the day in Omaha, and he was actually there flying out of Omaha, just completely random. And he's following along now too, which is awesome. And then Captain, Captain Slow Twitch also push that follow button. So great to have some new friends. And then Complete Freedom, thank you very much again for the 100 bits. That was really awesome of you. Good fixins. Thanks for flying along. And then all the rest of you cast of characters, I greatly appreciate you hanging out, getting up early on a Sunday and hanging out with me. It's been another great breakfast stream. And these are bonus streams, but lots and lots of Sundays coming up that hopefully I'll be able to sneak at least one more in over break. Yeah, it's slightly, Dave. It is fun to do that stuff, and we're out there, man. Right? We're out there. So glad to have you along there. I am gonna enjoy church. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always fun to have the kid back home with you, and doing that kind of stuff with the family at church is really awesome. And of course, this is just a great time of year in the church. So yeah, let's see here. I hate to waste all the love. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody streaming here early on Sunday morning in case you are still looking for something to do yourself. What do we have? Anybody flying GA? Here with what's this guy doing here? We'll see what this guy's doing, and we'll go there. While he's loading up, I'm going to let you know what's coming up on the stream here in the next week or so. Again, normally, if you're new, first of all, welcome. Hello, my name's Brand, and I stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays normally, but I'm on Christmas vacation right now, so I'm probably going to toss in some bonus streams. So the next scheduled stream is actually Tuesday, the 21st of December, coming up this Tuesday, and it's a return. It's leg number 2 of the Bravo Tour, and we'll be flying from Nellis to Minneapolis, St. Paul to Houston Hobby in the Mad Dog, and should be a lot of fun. We're also going to have a giveaway on that night. If you connect with me over on Discord, I don't have all the details quite finalized yet, but I'll have those and I'll share those out with you over there on my Discord channel. But that's coming up on Tuesday. Then Saturday, of course, is Christmas. I'm not going to be streaming on Saturday, so I'll be back the following Tuesday. We've got a virtual USA Flying Club event with our good friend Jay Smitty, who has organized something in the Grand Canyon area. So it's back-to-back Tuesday streams on schedule. But like I said, I'm probably going to have a few bonus ones out there just because it's vacation. I'll have a little extra time, and I want to go ahead and do that kind of stuff with you guys. So that's what I have set up coming up on the stream. And I think, I don't know what our friend Duluth Fly is flying, but I tell you what, we're going to go over, we're going to say hi to Duluth Fly, and share the love. Go toss him a raid emote, go toss him a flaming fire breathing dragon emote. Say hi, tell him Melvin sent you, and I'll meet you over there in just a second. But until next time, have a fantastic remainder. Complete freedom. Wait, somebody just at the end. Oh, Teleport 8, thank you for that late ascription. Great to have you on board. Appreciate the support. And yeah, I'm out. Take care, guys. God bless.